everything.
Was there one good thing you could say about Biden and them, or Democrats?
They're leaving.
And fight. He's a true hero. I get emotional thinking about him sometimes.
What's the future going to hold for my grandkids?
We got about a week left till...
And I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Look at all that snow. Hey, YouTube. So we left North Carolina and we came to the state of Virginia, the most conservative part of Virginia. Some would say that makes it the best part of Virginia. We're here on the western side of the state, and we're gonna make our way up the spine of Virginia all the way up to DC for the inauguration in exactly 1 week. And we stopped here because if you know anything about politics, you would know that this is major MAGA land in this part of the country. Everybody here loves Donald Trump. So we're gonna talk to people and find out, why is that? Why do you love that man so much? And what's it like out here? And what was your upbringing like? And what's this area all about? It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk to a lot of people. And I'll tell you what, it is cold. They got about 5 inches of snow the other day. It's about 29 degrees. I don't have the right shoes on, and we're gonna be knocking on a lot of doors. So we'll see how that goes. I'm doing it for you, YouTube, as the inauguration tour continues from Virginia right now, people. Snowy Virginia. I don't think these people are ever going to take any of these signs down, ever. That's how they roll up here. Hardcore Trump they are. So we're in Carroll County, Virginia. Carroll County is right on the North Carolina state line, sort of where Virginia, Tennessee, West Virginia, and North Carolina meet. And this part of Virginia is hardcore MAGA. Look at this. 80% of the people in this part of Virginia voted for Trump in the last election. It was a landslide up here. It was probably more than 80, but you know, cheating. JK, they didn't cheat. Maybe. If you're paying attention, Virginia almost flipped from blue to red this election. These people tried their best to make that happen. And it's not just Carroll County where things were deep red. Next door is Grayson County. And then the entire Panhandle area up here was like that as well. Western Virginia is part of this huge area that loves him some Trump. Loves him more than anything else. The only Democrat to ever carry this county was FDR in 1932. No Democrat has ever received 40% of the vote here since, and probably won't ever again. Not if these people have something to do with it. So, Kim and I came up here to find out why. We are out in the country. These people are excited about the way things went. And I am not excited about my attire. But, you know, it is what it is. This area, it's not rich.
No.
It's very conservative. What is it about regular working class, not wealthy people that vote conservative in such large numbers? And I'm talking Western Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Eastern Tennessee. Why do the average regular folks vote in conservative in 90, 80% every year?
If we go outside, you'll see we got snow all over the ground. We've had trees that have come down. Me and my neighbor will get out there with our chainsaws. We'll cut up the trees. I got a neighbor who lives down the street who just lost her husband. You know, it was her first holiday without him. All of the neighbors came together for her.
But like, so the liberal Democrat, they don't help each other in that way. They don't have community and faith in God. And
I wouldn't say that they don't, but it doesn't feel the same. See, with me and my point of view of when I see the liberals, and I have quite a few liberal friends, I see a group of people that are more worried about what's going to benefit them to get ahead than reaching back and actually pulling up the generation that's coming behind them. I don't see that with most of the Democrats anymore. I don't see that with most of the liberals.
But one thing I will say that I've noticed throughout my entire career in the military, moving from different places, the poorer the community, the more sense of a community you have. The more upscale, the higher income neighborhoods, etc., like in Seattle, you don't have a sense of community up there. It's all about themselves. They don't care about the neighbor. They don't care about all that. It's all about them. Where you get into the poorer places, where people have to rely on each other just for basic services, needs, etc. There's a lot stronger sense of community that comes from those areas. Mm-hmm. That is definitely something I've noticed throughout all the years living in all these places.
some small little town. Love Trump. It's a really nice day out here. Roads are cleared.
The kids are still out of school.
Kids are out of school.
They've been out since December, beginning of December.
A simple life out here. And these people just live a simple life. Just do their thing. Stay out of the way.
Yeah.
So we were driving down the street. I saw you out here doing your snow blowing.
Lord help me.
And I said, we're looking for people to vote for Trump. And you pretty much said the whole street.
Yes, the whole street. Everyone that I know on the street mainly are voters, Trumpers. You know, you can't. We need Trump, and he's coming. Thank God, he's coming. We're all ecstatic. You know, so.
What is it about Western Virginia that it's just?
I think mountain people are more conservative compared to the bigger cities. That's the way I kind of see it, you know. And the people are nice. They're family orientated. So I think more families are more conservative, in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot of people grow up here, they never leave.
No, they never. But you know, it's a nice area. This is a very nice area to live in if you want to raise a family. You know, there's not that many amenities here, and that's the reason for small towns. It's because everyone knows each other. You can't go anywhere. If you go to a bigger town that has more liberals and more Democrats in there compared to Galax or even these smaller towns, they're all, what we've ran into are all conservative Republicans.
This is downtown Galax. It's the biggest city in this region by far, but there's only 6,000 people up here. This part of Virginia, it's not fancy, it's not crowded. There's maybe 50,000 people total out here in a really wide open area. It's on the eastern side of the Appalachians where things start to transition over to Virginia farmland. And I know some of you are looking at this going, that looks pretty good to me. You're telling me that that's affordable and safe? Yes, I am. It's the kind of place where people sell crippled goats on Craigslist. Goat for sale, falls over. Ask for my wife when you call. LOL emoji. It's middle class out here, but only because of the cost of living. 30 grand a year up here gets you by. That wouldn't even get rent in many states. The average home price here is a cool $165K right now. I know. And if you want to move here, I know realtors. Email me. It's a mostly white, church-going crowd with good values and a pretty low crime rate. It's just quiet up here, except for the area drug addicts and property thieves, but you have those anywhere anymore, don't you? And it's winter here, so you can see how pretty it is. You can see why people stick around. The area is known for hiking, fishing, and mountain mama music. Population up here, it's holding on. It's going down a little bit as people continue to move to areas with more opportunities, but I think that's going to change. Look around. Now for work. There's a lot of government jobs. There's manufacturing, farming. There's furniture making, textile mills. That keeps a lot of scratch in people's pockets. There's a lot of blue-collar work up here for people who want to roll up their sleeves and put the hours in. That right there, that's the biggest employer in the area, a giant furniture maker called Von Bassett. But the people, now that's why we're here. Now up here, you can just assume that just about everybody up here loves Trump, but Google helped me. They had just come through Galax right before the election, so I could just drop a pin and I could see which houses had Trump signs in their yards. So that's where we went. All right, I do not have the right shoes on for this. Let's see if these good folks are home, if they'll have a word with us. Snow's starting to melt. This whole street has Trump signs up still. There's one there. There's two more. This is Trump land. I love it. It is cold and the snow is deep. Man, look at how my hands are bloodied and dry from the weather. But I wouldn't have any other way. These people are on the Trump train. Choo-choo! All right, so a lot of these Trump people are at work. Oh, these people are home. Let's see if they'll talk. Joe, we saw your sign out there. I'm sure you were thrilled about what happened in November.
Absolutely. It was stacked against him, but I tell you that God prevailed. He was God appointed. And one thing I hated is right here, him trying to smear his name right here at the end. And they said normally that was a misdemeanor, that wasn't even brought up, but it was Trump. And I'm more power to him. With God's help, Trump will be okay.
What was it about the Biden administration that frustrated you so much?
Everything.
Why do you think the Democrats want to spend so much money on Ukraine and giving money to all these other countries and immigrants and all that other crap?
I think it's just to kill the United States dream. That's all it is.
They want to ruin us. They want to wreck
ruin
us
completely.
Virginia almost went red this year.
Oh, I tell you one thing. I know one thing. This house was red, red, red.
What is it about this whole part of Virginia? Everybody here is so MAGA, Trump, conservative. It used to be Democrats ran this place 30, 40 years ago. Now it's completely switched. Why?
Well, they got common sense now. But, I mean, the Democrats, at one time, there was a decent party. But now that they're so far left now, it's anything good, they want bad. And everything bad, good. So, it's just, I was brought up to a Christian, and they ain't got no Christian morals now. They don't. They got everything. And in the school, they want to just tear the schools all to pieces. And it just don't make no sense.
But still, 48% of the country voted for her.
I know it. That's sad. They're
What is that?
They're brainwashed.
Yeah, they're brainwashed.
Yeah, they're brainwashed. That's right. I just can't understand that, But like I say, the common folks finally realized had to go red.
Yep.
Had to go red because we was ending up in destruction right there because that we'd never last another 4 years. Not with this party going on.
Nope.
Never would.
We got less than a week till he's back in charge.
But you know, the only thing that scares me, it's hard telling what them little bag of tricks going to be coming up before then.
Oh, he's got 6.5 more days to push a bunch of buttons and ruin shit. I know.
Oh yeah. He's just like they sent that money and they pardoned all the worst criminals in the world. And
they put a medal around Hillary's neck.
Oh yeah, she was a piece.
And George Soros got one.
Yeah, and right now, a common folk right now would go out here and catch one too many trout, and they would put them under jail now, under the jail. And you could go up here and kill somebody right there, and they just say, "Oh, just don't do that again.
Yeah.
Don't do it again." It's sad.
Cash bail if you shoot somebody,
Yeah.
but catch too many fish.
Yeah. We'll put you under the jail. It just don't have no common sense. It's no common sense out there.
Out in the country roads, people are just getting their stuff done today. Just burning, clearing brush. Just a regular Monday for these folks. You like Trump, don't you? Tell me what you were saying.
I do like Trump. Donald Trump is the only hope we have
Hold
left.
your mic up here so I can hear you. There you go.
Donald Trump is the best hope we have left for this country, and he is a warrior. He could have been a Marine, and I really can't believe that he didn't. He did win the last time, and they stole it. But I am glad that America got straight and got their mind together, and 77 million votes. That's Donald Trump. And fight. He's a true hero. I get emotional thinking about him sometimes. But and the First Lady, she's a doll too. And I'm really looking forward to next Monday. And I certainly hope no harm comes to him in his term. And I don't know what else to say except things are going to get better. Everything's going to get better. He'll straighten this country up and get rid of the illegals and the murderers and the crooked prosecutors, and that'll something to look forward to. And goodbye, Joe.
We were driving around up here and I saw a VFW and I was like, pull over. We got to talk to those people. Our fine military. They got a lot to say, I'm sure. So in about a week, almost exactly 1 week, I look like I have a watch. I don't have a watch on. Almost to the minute, Trump's going to be president. How do you feel about that?
Ecstatic. I am pleased, ecstatic, being that I just retired from the military. And
thank you for that.
I do have a lot of strong feelings about the direction the country was headed in, what has been done to our military. I got to see firsthand. I was part of it. I had to suffer through it. And now that Trump is coming back in with his pick with Pete Hegseth as the defense secretary, unbelievable. I hope that they at least get the military turned around, because it's hurting right now, very badly.
What are your strong opinions? Where's the military headed? Are you talking about the DEI woke stuff?
In all honesty, it began under the Obama administration. I guess you could probably try to tie it to the whole DEI and all that stuff. Back when Obama was in and all that started kicking off, if you know what I mean. And from my own perspective, it seemed like that's where the federal government was going. And of course, the military followed suit. So a lot of your junior leaders at that time, the people that were graduated from West Point, from the different academies, etc., that were junior officers at the time, they were being groomed during that time frame to actually be more woke, or whatever you want to call it these days. Those junior leaders are now our senior leaders. And so we're still suffering under that same ideology, that those same guiding principles that, in my own opinion, the military should not be under. You know, we're there to fight the nation's wars. We're not there to make sure that everybody's included and that we have to adhere to certain pronouns and all that stuff. No, that's not our job. That's not what we're here for. That's what a lot of us who joined way back then are retiring now, and we're just fed up and getting out of it, because that's not what the military is for. It's not what we signed up for, and that's just not the job that we want.
Does it make us less safe when we do these promotions based on gender and race? And
Absolutely.
because you're promoting people that don't necessarily qualify for that position just because it's a woman or a gay or a minority, and
Absolutely.
It
It
puts
should be
us at
based
risk.
on merit and performance only.
Okay.
And I even tell my soldiers, I don't care what you look like, what gender you are, etc. I don't care anything about you, as long as you can take me from point A to point B, from a foxhole to a medic on your shoulder. You're my best friend. You know what I mean?
Did you know that digestive issues are caused by a potential toxin that's in all the healthy foods that scientists have been telling us to eat from the fraudulent food pyramid for the longest time? Well, that's according to Dr. Gundry, a world-renowned cardiologist, and he says it's affecting millions of people nationwide. Warning signs include weight gain, fatigue, digestive discomfort, and stiff joints, even skin problems. Well, Dr. Gundry explains these side effects are often mistaken for normal signs of aging because digestive issues develop usually over a matter of years, sometimes even decades. Dr. Gundry says the damage is caused by these health foods, and it's far from normal. The good news is you can easily solve this problem at home. It's very simple. You just have to know which foods are healthy and which ones have this potential hidden toxin. Go find out for yourself at gutcleanseprotocol.com/Nick. That's gutcleanseprotocol.com/Nick, or click the link below in the description. Because after years of research, Dr. Gundry's decided to release an informative video to the public free to show you exactly which foods you need to avoid. Go find that video at gutcleanseprotocol.com/Nick, or click the link below in the description. And now back to the video. Gary, how do you feel about Trump taking the wheel again?
I'm very excited.
Yeah?
Very excited.
Why? What was it about the Biden administration that you were not happy with?
The economy went in the dumps. I mean, I'm very dissatisfied with the way things have gone in the last 4 years.
I can tell you're crying. It's cold out here, by the way. It's 30 degrees. So this is a very conservative area.
Yes.
What is it about Republicans and Trump that people here just are all on board?
I'm not a Republican anymore. I'm just a conservative. I believe in the Trump administration, but I don't believe in partisan anymore.
So you're a Trump guy, not a conservative guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why? Why do you define? What's the difference in
The
your
economy was better.
Okay.
He's a businessman.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe that either party is doing that great of a job anymore. And I just don't think that we need parties anymore. I think that we need people that care about America for a change.
That makes a lot of sense to me. So how do you feel about Canada and Greenland? You've heard about all this.
Very little. I don't follow national news anymore because I don't believe them anymore. My son, he follows YouTube channels mostly, but we don't follow national news anymore.
Why don't you watch the news anymore?
Can't believe them.
Any of the news?
No.
Not even Fox?
No.
Newsmax?
I don't watch any of it.
Okay, so where do you get your news then?
From YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
We're gonna thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to do our best to just tell the honest truth about what's going on in the country. How do you feel about DEI and the woke equality movement that's been.
Don't even get me started on that.
I got you started. Tell me how you feel about it.
I think it's a bunch of garbage. I mean, woke, that's garbage. The education systems in the tank, teaching all this stuff in schools is stupid. I mean, people are people. Let's just treat people like human beings.
Yeah. You know, there's schools that have litter boxes in bathrooms.
Isn't that stupid?
Yeah. They probably don't have that up here, though.
Actually, they do.
They've got litter boxes in Western Virginia?
Yes.
In this county?
I heard so, yes.
Why do they do that?
I do not know. I do not know.
And then these kids grow up thinking they're cats and dogs.
People are people and humans are humans. Treat everybody equally.
That's right. Then I was checking out Google Maps and look, somebody had a camel sign in their yard back in the day. So we had to go by and talk to them, you know, to be balanced. And we got a Trump sign here. These people voted for Trump. And this person right here voted for Kamala. She's one of the very few that did. So we're going to see if this person will talk to us. Open up. I know you're in there crying.
No, we voted for Kamala.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay. Can I interview you and just ask you like how you feel about the way things went? And there's a week left in office.
We prefer not to voice our opinion.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. No problem.
You have a nice day.
Okay. Bye.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, she said she didn't want to talk, and she had a little, looks like a tear-stained face. No. Anyway, that's the way it goes. Let's go talk to the winners. I don't like talking to losers anyway.
Just the everyday working people struggling to make ends meet. We can't hardly do it. I mean, we're lucky. We live paycheck to paycheck and barely scrape by.
Is there anything nice you could say about Democrats or Biden or Kamala or any of them?
Nope.
Not a single thing.
Nope. They put us in worse shape than we have ever been in our lives.
Yeah?
When you can't afford to go to the grocery store and buy groceries to feed your family, that's a sad day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the world's become.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad. It's time for some changes. It's time for people to stand up and let people know how tired we are of working our hind ends off and getting where? Nowhere.
About 20 minutes down the road, this is downtown Hillsville. 2,800 people. Little teeny place with a nice little downtown. The whole place is surrounded by farms and churches. I think there's 14 churches here. One church for every 200 residents. This is where we met up with my buddy Anthony, who runs Boyd's Trading Post. It's a gun store right on the main drag. Guns. What's it like here? Why do so many people love that man in Western Virginia?
It's because he stands on, we're a very faith-oriented area. There's a church on every corner, and we have biblical beliefs and everything, and he's actually going to stand and try to ensure those beliefs that this country was founded on and everything. And I think that's why he resonates so well with around here. And people around here, they speak their mind. You don't have to wonder what they're thinking. They will tell you what they're thinking. And Trump's the same way. You don't have to wonder what he's thinking and everything. He tells you his agenda and he gets the job done. And that's the way a lot of hardworking folks around this area, they are.
What's your story? Are you from Western Virginia? Have you lived here?
I've lived in Carroll County my entire life. I grew up in Laurel Fork, which is about 20 minutes from here. And then I live in Woodlawn now. So I've been in Carroll County for 35 years.
Why have you not left? Why have you stayed here your whole life?
Well, my family's here. I mean, we're big family oriented, and we all stayed right here. And, it's just, I couldn't imagine living anywhere else other than Carroll County. It's home.
Were there any Kamala Harris voters around here?
There are some and everything. They're not real proud of it, but they they are some around here.
Are you shocked that, Virginia almost went?
Virginia almost flipped, and it was amazing because it hasn't even been close the last, I think, 3 presidential elections, or maybe more than that, since we've actually, in the last election, we went Republican for governor, which haven't happened in forever, and now we're darn close to flipping it out, but maybe next time.
Yeah, man. The Democrats used to be, 20 years ago, they're a completely different party.
They are. I've said it 100 times that there is no such thing as a Democrat anymore. What they stood for, because at one time they were for gun rights. They were against abortion. They were against this. They were against that. They were for this. And now, 20 years later, it's the polar opposite. They are, so in my opinion, there's not even such thing as a Democrat anymore. They're just liberals. And
yeah. Because this area used to be very Democrat. Like West Virginia was blue forever. This part, and now it's completely the opposite. What was that change? Do you remember when that kind of changed?
I don't really remember, but the biggest change was when Ronald Reagan run. That was kind of when it really switched for here and everything, and it's kind of stayed. It's kind of went back and forth here, but this actual region right here, it's been red since Ronald Reagan run. And it hasn't changed since.
Do you feel like the Democratic Party abandoned their base in this part of the country and that's why everyone switched?
I don't know if they've actually abandoned what they really wanted, or if it's just now that they're admitting what they really want. To be honest with you, I think they wanted to tear down America and for what it stands for, and I think they've tried their best to destroy it. But just here in the last, say, 8 years, they're finally kind of showing their hand that they really do want to just tear it all down. And they want to go to socialism. They want to suppress your freedom of speech. They want to take your gun rights. They want this country to not be free no more is what they really want. And they're slowly showing their hand that that's truly what their agenda is.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think they'd want to do that? So they can control everybody?
I don't understand why they want to do that, because I love being free. And if they tear it all down, they're taking away what's allowing them to tear it down. It's the freedom.
Yeah.
Every way they turn, it's like they are facing something that they can't handle. The prices of groceries. Everything you look at, the Democrats have ran sky high. It's, it was all a on-purpose deal. Just like I mentioned earlier, you couldn't be that stupid and mess a country up that bad. You'd have to be dumb as a bag of hammers. And that's my point. Mm-hmm. I'll say it from now to doomsday. It's terrible. I'm so tickled now that Trump was going to get back in here. He's going to help us and, help the American people. They are not a lot of great jobs around this part of, area. Nobody makes that, big money like, they do up in D.C. or around that part of the country maybe. And so the prices of things really hurt. These power bills, like the Appalachian Power, now they have, I don't know, every time you turn around, they've got a big rate hike. And, that's another thing, they can't even pay their electric bills, Trump, he's done proven himself already. So it ain't like we're getting a pig in a poke. We're getting something we know is going to do something for the American people.
Mm-hmm. Are you from here?
I'm actually from Floyd County. I grew up in Floyd County, but I actually live in Carroll County now. I have for.
Okay, but you're from Western Virginia.
Yeah, I'm in this.
And you never moved away.
No, I've been all over I've been in every state in the union.
Okay.
I've drove truck for many, many years. I've been from one end to the other. I've seen it all.
Okay.
So, I know what it's about, believe me.
And why do you like it here so much then?
The people. I mean, I'm telling you, you can go anywhere in this world and you won't find nobody no better than this general area. If you go through Hillsville, I mean, going up into like southern West Virginia and over into Kentucky and far in that, I mean, just in this area, it's just amazing. The people are just amazing. You'll never meet a stranger. I mean, they'll give you the shirt off their back. They will. I mean, that's the honest truth.
If Harris and Walls won, what do you think would happen?
Oh, it'd been a war. I mean, a big war.
Mm-hmm. Did you grow up out here?
Right around the turn up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up? What is the childhood like up in this part of Virginia?
Well, there wasn't nobody in this area had money. It just wasn't cheers, you know. But we got a lot of good people in this neighborhood. Super.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way I growed up, we didn't have no money. My dad didn't, and he made like $48 a week on his job. He was a mechanic all his life, and which the biggest part of the neighborhood right in this area, we was all in the same boat, and we try to look after one another, you know.
The people don't work hard anymore as much.
A lot of people don't want to work.
They don't want to work. They don't want to work hard. They want easy money. They don't want to earn it. They don't want to work their way up. Why? What happened? Why did we get so sissified?
I don't know. I don't know.
So so the conservative part, not even necessarily about Donald Trump, but this is a very conservative. It's the most conservative part of Virginia. Very straight laced. What is it about the conservative that everybody up here just follows that?
I don't really know. I mean, there's a lot of poor people in this area. I mean, they survive, you know, but as far as making money and saving money, I figure they live paycheck to paycheck.
So many people around here grew up out here in Western Virginia. They never leave. It's just a regular area. What is it about this area that people stick around and just don't leave?
Well, I tell you what, it's just their families are started here and they just stay here, and it's just homey. That's all it is. It's homey, and it's everybody looks after each other and talk to people, and you know, and don't look out for handouts and stuff like that. Everybody sticks together.
How America should be.
Amen. Amen to that. But
we're not family, blood related. But if we need each other, we can depend on each other. We come together. Doesn't matter if it's a Hurricane Helene. Doesn't matter if it's a nor'easter that's come in too far, or a major winter snowstorm that's dumped inches and feet of snow on us. We're going to come together. We're going to get through, and we're going to do it on our own. There's not a government entity out here that's coming to save us. You know, there's not a bit of anybody from DC or Richmond that really cares about us, and we know that. So the only ones that are going to be here are going to be us. Which is kind of why we decided we prefer Trump. Because he gets it. He understands. He may not be from here. Yeah, he's got a lot of flaws. That's human nature. But at the end of the day, if he says he cares and he shows that he cares and he tries, that's more than what we've had from our career politicians.
All right, last one of the day. Then we're going to call it quits because I can't really walk in this stuff anymore. And it's almost the end of the day. But we saw some good old boy sign and a big old flag, and I thought, you know what? Let's just try one more. Ding dong. All right, so they weren't home, and I trudged through 3 inches of ice and sleet. But it's been a good day. We talked to a lot of good people. Lots of fired up folks out here. And that sign says it all. God bless America. God bless Trump. And all these people out here. They are ready 6.5 days later to take America back in rural Virginia on a beautiful Monday. It's a wonderful place, sensible people, hardworking Americans. There you go. And this dispatch is over. On to Central Virginia next. We're going to a special place that I think you're going to love.